lot of cues to watch out for, and another cue to watch out for is what is happening at the 54th World Economic Forum. You do have a significant amount of commentary coming in from there, and the ECB President Christine Lagarde has said that the central bank is on track to achieve its 2% target, but there's still work to be done. Now, she declined to push back on market bets for 6 rate cuts this year, but said that if investors are mispricing its future moves, that could be counterproductive to the fight against inflation. Meanwhile, you did have JP Morgan Chase chief Jamie Dimon say that he remains cautious on the US economy over the next 2 years because of financial and geopolitical risks as well. Remember, Dimon has advocated caution over the past few years despite record profits at JP Morgan. Staying with the voices from the investment banking world then, Goldman Sachs CEO David Solomon also joins in on the cautionary tone and says that he expects the US economy to avert a big slowdown, but warned that inflation could still remain sticky than expected, which could in fact weigh on growth as well.
Well, absolutely. And let's keep it with Davos then, because the India story is not just about being a bright spot. That's the word coming in from Hardeep Singh Puri at the Davos summit. Talking to Times Network, he sheds light on the government strategy for India's development, energy consumption, and also the impact of the Red Sea conflict. Listen in to a slice of this conversation with Times Network managing editor Mihir Bhatt.
India is rapidly developing. We are in a few years' time going to have the world's second largest urban metro system. Urban transport I deal with as part of the Housing and Urban Affairs Ministry. So the India story all round is not just a bright spot on a global scenario which is got a few tension points, many challenges. So India is poised to become from the 5th largest to the 4th and then the 3rd largest economies. And for India, that's a very big thing. I mean, you know, after 190 years of colonial association, we came down to contributing from 25% of global GDP in 1700 to 2% or so. And now we are on the rise.
Sir, are you concerned about the geopolitical situation right now, considering what is happening in the Red Sea area?
You have to be concerned. Anyone who deals with geopolitical questions, who deals with issues relating to global trade, you are concerned, but you're not unduly concerned to the point of being worried. I'm convinced, first, to begin with, that none of the state actors involved wants an exacerbation of tensions or wants major conflagration to take place. So to use a pun, I think we will navigate around this also.
And while talking at the World Economic Forum 2024, RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das talks about India's economy and growth projections. Listen in.
I said that current year, that is for the current financial year, RBI's growth projection was 7%. The NSO, National Statistics Office, has said 7.3%. So in fact, when we said 7% for current year, there are a lot of opinion, a lot of views outside that RBI was over-projecting. But in actuality, the National Statistics Office, which has a lot more data, has said 7.3% for current year. And for next year, that is the financial year 24-25, what I mentioned is that my sense is that India's GDP growth will touch 7%.
All right, that's the word coming in from the top boss at the RBI. Meanwhile, the big cue that the markets reacted to in overnight trading. Strong retail sales print has come in from the US, largely led by increase in motor vehicle and online purchases, keeping the economy on a solid footing heading in the new year. However, a resilient consumer could signal more momentum and possibly give the Fed Reserve some caution about how to proceed when it comes to interest rates.
And Tesla has slashed prices for its Model Y cars in Europe. The price cut comes a week after the company cut prices in China in the face of uncertain electric vehicle demand. The cuts, as well as lowered price targets from brokerages UBS and Wells Fargo, sent Tesla's shares down nearly 3%, adding to what has been a poor start for the stock in 2024.
Well, the Chinese regulator has launched a security review on a fast fashion company Shien as the company gears up for its highly anticipated IPO. China has launched a security review of the company. The review focuses on the company's supply chain presence in the country and how it handles information about its employees, partners and suppliers in the region.